guys, it's Emily from Nobel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my June favourites. Now, I know over lockdown I've been doing a favourites plus mini haul, but I've been a bit too naughty this month and bought like 31 books. So I thought that what I will do is at the end I'll pick some of my favourite books that I've bought to show you. If you want to see more, please let me know and I can either show them on my Instagram page after this video is up. That's a good idea, I can show you some of them, or I can do another video, but it's up to you guys. That is something I would like you to tell me. Do you want to see the pictures on Instagram or separate video? Let me know in the comments below and I will try and put a poll up on Twitter as well if I can. That'll be good. See, I'm using with my brain sometimes. But because of that, because of buying 31 books, I didn't think it would be fair to do a really long video and include that in my favourites. So I'm going to talk about some other things. And things have started to open up again. So that's the thing, the biggest event for me this month has been that shops have started to reopen. Thomas has gone back to school. Things are starting to, the rules are starting to get relaxed. As of the 6th of July, we can go into have a separate family in our house. We can be a bit closer. And I really want to celebrate that. To me, I think things opening up again, shops reopening. I still don't know when I'm going back to work. Still waiting on that. That to me is going to be a big thing. But it was quite funny. I think my other half sort of finds it quite hard because he's been working throughout. He said, "Oh, you know, it's not shops reopening, things like that. Nothing new to him." But to me, it was a big thing to have 3 or 4 months where I didn't go into a charity shop. Things that to me I find are my release my anxiety. It is such a big thing, and I was literally so wanting to celebrate. But I was good. I did buy an extra week, but I have been buying the odd book through my local charity shop, Baz Books. Big promotion. If you live in Bracknell, go to Baz Books. It's in Princess Square. Best bookshop ever. The staff are lovely. So I have been able to place orders online through the manager because she's absolutely lovely, and you can still do that if you want to buy books through there. Let me know and I will give you guys the email address about how to order them, so you don't, if you are still a bit unsure about going into the bookshops, let me know and I'll do my best to help you. But yeah, it was a really big thing. I think I went to town when this goes up about a week or two ago and it was amazing. I bought way too many books. I think I bought like 16 or 17 books on that alone, and I spent a bit of money, and it was the fun of it. It was going. I also went into my Thames Valley Hospice shop because that was where my dad was, Thames Valley Hospice, before he died. So to me, that's a shop that I did enjoy going into. Also went into the Works, got a couple of thrillers that were like 50p or 75p, which was amazing. Got to show this one, but it's a Louise Penny book I bought because of the recommendations from you guys. So that was fun, and I went, and the best thing of it all was that I took Mia into town, where she is currently still off school, and I'm having to homeschool. And she didn't get to enjoy her birthday as much in May because it was when lockdown was probably one of its strictest points. So we decided that she would get to spend her birthday money and she would get to have a girly shopping trip with me. And that was the biggest and best thing ever. We were in town. We were in town for about 2 hours. She went into Tiger because that was Flying Tiger because that's one of her favourite shops. She went into the Entertainer. She got some bits and bobs, loved it in the Works, and we had such a girly time. Bought cakes at the end. We had fun and we celebrated it together. And I think to me it was about making the most of things like that. And it was brilliant. The only thing was I was stupid. I bought too many books and carried them home, and I'm currently still in pain with my back because I carry too much. On another note, that is something I'm aware of now, that I thought that by now, 3-4 months after my operation, 4 or 5 months after, I would still be able to lift, and I've got to be careful, realising that I'm still going to have to be a bit more careful, maybe for life, maybe the whole time this is in with my back, because the pain I got from carrying all those books home in both my spinal bits was really sore, and I've realised that maybe it's God's way of saying to me that I need to probably buy less when I'm out with Mia, but you know, it was worth it. I had the best book hangover afterwards, and it was so much fun showing the pictures to Charlotte and to Chloe, two of my friends on here, and I loved that as well. I loved also showing my sister. So yeah, the shops reopened, that was fun, and going out. And then the following day, I went to town with my two of my best girly friends, and I bought a little outfit. I bought myself a pair of nice shoes because I've kept the weight off, which is something for me with my personal image. That was a big thing. I've kept the weight off. I'm still less than 10 stone, which was to me my personal goal. And I bought a pair of little sexy shorts and a nice crop top. It was a size 6 to 8, which was a big thing. Admittedly, it's big 6 to 8, so don't think I'm that small, because I'm not. I'm really not. But that, again, going shopping, girly shopping with my girls and relaxing. And I'd had CBT that day, and that was the first CBT where I'd confronted my operation and some things that happened in that. So I was feeling a bit fragile at the start of the shopping trip, but by the end, my face was smiling. I bought some face masks, had some pampering, had the best time with my girls. And I'm so lucky. I've got the best. My small close friends in here are so important to me. My 2 sisters have been amazing. My mum, and you guys have all been so supportive, so thank you. So those have been the biggest things this month. Also, we have Father's Day, and we went to and sat at my father-in-law's good garden, and we celebrated with Chris. He got his favourite meal. My other half, he got the best meal. We did spoil him a bit. The kids loved getting him a present. Obviously, I found that hard because I miss my dad, but again, thanks to you guys sending me lovely messages. Catherine from Jane Catherine Reed, she was lovely as well. She sent me a sweet message. And I'm just grateful to all of you. So those have been the biggest events of June. I wonder what July is going to bring. Midway through, on the 22nd of July, Thomas breaks up for the school holidays. So that's going to be fun. But I'm going to be enjoying that. I'm determined that this summer holidays, I'm going to make the most of this 6 weeks. Because let's face it, I've done a lot longer than that with the kids. I can do 6 weeks. And in the summer, we'll be able to take them out to the parks now. Finally, the parks reopening is going to be amazing. So I can't wait to take them there and make the best of that. So let's see what July favourites are going to bring. Let's see what fun stuff I can talk to you about in July. You never know, I might get to take the kids to a farm or fruit picking. They're the sort of silly things that I'm looking forward to doing. Now, I took part in the Anne Along this month, and I also read The Handmaid's Tale for Victoria's read along with the Margaret Atwood books. I'm not going to be carrying on with that read-along just at the moment. I might go back into it again later, but at the moment I'm finding her books just a little bit too hard-hitting for me personally, and I'm going to take care of my mental health and step back and read some different books at the moment. But yes, I do love On the Anne Along. I'm getting closer to the end of that, and it's heartbreaking because I've really enjoyed that series. And so thank you so much to Tia and for introducing me to those books. They're so much fun, and this read along has been absolutely amazing. And I know that it's just been lovely. It's been a cosy book to read at bedtime. I'm not sure which books I'm going to be reading at bedtime now in the coming months. With the Anne Along stopping, it's going to be like, what am I going to read? I need to bulk up on my bedtime books. I need to really think about that. But anyway, now I'm going to talk about some booktube channels. I'm going to first of all re-recommend another one of my old favourites that I've talked about before, but that's a friend of here, and I would like to shout her out again, and that is the lovely Chloe from Chloe Reads Books. She is a great channel to watch. She does vlogs, she does fun things about where she gets herself to read books that are challenging her. She just is so good. She reads so many fun books. She is more into contemporary, I think, YA. She's got a really good taste in books. I love buddy reading with her. She's one of my favourite people to buddy read with. She likes a lot of the contemporary books. She likes a lot of fantasy. She reads some fantasy books as well, which is really good. She inspires me to pick up different books. And she's also a great friend. She's someone I speak to at least once or twice a week. She's sweet. She's lovely. She's nearly half my age, and it makes me feel a bit old. But I'm lucky to have her as a friend, and I also think she's a great channel to watch because of the different kinds of videos she does. She is so original with her videos, and I love that about her. And she is such a fun, caring, lovely girl, and she's so real, and just check her out. Now I'd like to briefly mention 2 new to me channels that really deserve a big shout out. The first one has been shouted out on 2 of my friends' channels, so she is going to be getting a big head, but she deserves it because she's absolutely lovely, and that is Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe. I wanted to look up more, try some different channels, so I asked the lovely Charlotte from Books and Bargains for her advice about what channels that she thought that I would like, and one of them was Olivia, and oh my goodness, I am so grateful to her for showing me her channel. I know she found out about her through Victoria, from what Victoria reads, and literally, you guys have to follow this girl. She is absolutely amazing. She likes classics. She likes, I think she likes historical fiction. She's got some chick lit ones. She reads so many things. Like, she commented that she'd like to read more thrillers. Again, I've only started reading those because of Victoria and Simone and Nicole and some of my booktube friends. But she comments on my videos as well. She watches my channel. She's a lovely girl. She recently did a vlogging video from when she went to Perth and when she went to New Zealand. I thought that was really good fun. She really gets my eyes open. She's showing me different books that I've not tried that I would like to try. And like I said, she's a really lovely lady, so please check out her channel. She is brilliant. She's also running a readathon for watching about William Shakespeare's books in July, which is brilliant. And she's just great. Really intelligent young lady as well, so definitely check her out. And another one that nearly got on last month's channels, but I didn't get a chance to mention her, and that's Gemma from Read a Book Gem. Oh, she's lovely. She's so sweet. She only puts up one video a week on, I think her videos come up every Saturday, and I look forward to them every Saturday. She likes historical fiction. She likes the classics. She's got great taste in books. She's been reviewing books for the BookTube Award, which I've loved her comments on that. She's very eloquent. The way she talks about her books, she's very intelligent and eloquent and very kind as well. She's another one that you really, if you like my kind of books, then definitely check her out because you would absolutely love her. We talk about books that we both like. One day I'd love to do a buddy read with her. So if you're watching this, Gemma, please let me know if you see any my books, because I'd love to buddy read with you, because I love her opinion on them, because she is so eloquent and intelligent. I just think she'd be amazing at that. So now I'm going to mention 3 favourite videos that I've watched this month. The first one is a book review, actually, which doesn't normally kind of go on my favourite videos, and that was The Vanished Bride, and that was from my lovely friend Judy from The Hungry Bookworm. She put up a review of it, and it's to do with like a spin-off on the Bronte sisters, and they're doing something, and it's like a mystery with them involved, and they're talking about them, and they also involved, I think, the Bronte sisters' brother Bramwell's in it. And it's mystery with the Brontes, and it looks so exciting, and oh my god, I want to buy that book. It looks amazing. And the way she reviewed it, it was like, okay, I've got to get that. The way she's discussing it, she knows what I like. It's sort of like Victorian history kind of thing with mystery. My idea of the perfect combination, and she described the book so well. So I love that book video. So if you like the Brontes, you like mysteries, pick that book up, watch her video, you'll love it. The next one is, I'm going to link one of the announcement videos, but obviously you can check out the other host. Obviously Jane Austen July is happening, and Blatantly Book, the lovely Marissa from Blatantly Bookish, she's running it with Katie from Books and Things. And I'm going to link Marissa's video, the announcement video for Jane Austen July, but also check out Katie from Books and Things. Melissa's got slightly less subscribers than Katie, I think, so I'm going to link her one as well. But check out both their announcement videos, because they were both amazing. They gave us recommendations, they gave us great prompts, they thought of some great ideas for Jane Austen July, and oh my goodness, it looks so much fun, and I had to include something in that. And just the video was lovely, so yeah, I had to include something to do with Jane Austen July. And then lastly, there is Beth from Beth Chat Books. She did a huge June book haul video that was quite a long video, but I loved it, and she has bought so many books that I would love and that I like, and it was just amazing, and it was lovely to see it all. And I love my book haul. I love watching book haul videos, so when you guys put one out, do them. I will always watch a book haul, because they will always give me some ideas about what books I can look for myself, how I get some ideas about what ones I'm going to look at. But Beth's one was just top of the range, so I had to mention that. So now I'm going to show you the 2 favourite books of the month so far, although as of it could change. I'm going to show you 2 of them, and the first one you guys would have been able to guess, The 13th Tale. This will more than likely be my favourite video of my second wrap up, because it is such a good book. I talked about it in my June wrap up part 1. It is one of my favourite books of this year so far, so undoubtedly it will go in the top 10 books of the year this year, because it's so amazing. It's historical fiction picked a mystery. It's a brilliant book. Like I said, I've done a review on it. It's got a review on it on Goodreads as well, I think. It's a brilliant book. Pick it up. The next one is one that my sister Charlie has lent to me, and it is Brown Girl Dreaming. It's a non-fiction book written in verse, so I loved it. It is a story of Jacqueline Woodson. Oh my goodness. Now I've heard she's written some really other good books. I can't remember, there was a video that one of her books people have been reviewing recently. I think it was up for one of the awards. But this one is lovely. It's basically her story and of her life, really. And look at the quality of the pages on this. Oh my goodness, Charlie's got this. It feels like an oldie styly book. And it's one of today's finest writers talks a moving story of her childhood. Award-winning Jacqueline Woodson talks about what it was like to grow up in both the North and South, raised in South Carolina and later in Brooklyn. Woodson often felt halfway between home and into place. In the South, guys teased her about her northern ways of her talking, and Brooklyn being a Jehovah's Witness meant that she was following their rules. Her poetry describes it so good, and look at that picture, guys, it's beautiful. And you get the family tree, which kind of makes you think about it. And this tackles racism because and it also tackles the way people treat you about religion as well, and religious prejudices, and it's just amazing. And to think about the kind of things, the racism, the way it affected her growing up, and it's heartbreaking, and some of the things that happened to her was really heartbreaking, but because the way it's written in a way that you can really access and understand. So those are my two favourite books. I'm aware that this video is already at 16 minutes and I've still not shown you any of the books I've got, so this is a bit of a boo-boo. I'm going to briefly show you my gifts that I got given this month, and then I'll show you the top books. Like I said, if you want to know more about any of these books, please comment below. My first one was my lovely sort of surrogate sister Helen gave me a James Patterson book, Beach Road. I know that James Patterson has written loads of great books. Simone loves James Patterson books, and so I had to pick up one for free. Don't know much about it, but it looks good. It's James Patterson. I know I'm going to love it. The next one, the lovely Charlie from Charles Heathcote sent me this book that he'd got in his charity shop, and he kindly sent it to me. My Sister the Serial Killer. Everyone has raved about this book. Everyone has talked about it. It's been up for awards. It's longlisted for the Booker Prize in 2019. My Sister the Serial Killer. You guys don't need me to talk about it. You guys know what it's about, and I will probably be reading it ASAP. But I definitely is. Then my lovely other half, Chris. Now, a lot of the books I bought, we do the joint account thing. But this one was a special present because he said, out of all your books you're desperate to get, pick one. And I picked Queen Victoria's Matchmaker. So this is my gift as a thank you for looking after the children. And it's brilliant. It basically, by the 1890s, Queen Victoria had over 36 surviving grandchildren. To maintain the power of Europe, she knew that she had to manoeuvre them into dynamic marriages from royalty all over the world, and this is fascinating. It's got a family tree at the start, it's got like the world maps. Oh, it's brilliant. Thank you, Chris, for that. It's one of the best. Then, as I liked the 13th Tale, my sister Charlie gave me Bellman and Black, and I love it. I'm so looking forward to it. I know there was a reader's along of this that Katie from Books and Things ran at the start of the year. Charlie wasn't as big a fan of this one, but I really can't wait to read it, and I'm going to look for all of Diane Tetterfield's work. Now this one apparently is non-fiction. Pooh has a certain way of doing things, which Brendan Hoff brilliantly demonstrates seems strangely close to ancient principles of Taoist philosophy. Got no idea. It's to do with Winnie the Pooh, but non-fiction. Looks a bit weird, but gift from Charlie, so thank you, Charlie. This one is the one we're going to be buddy reading soon. Charlie's got 2 copies of it. Miss Pettigrew Lives for the Day. It's a kind of a classic, I believe. It's like a different classic. It's a mixture of wistfulness, joy, substance and froth. It's a YA classic, I believe. Don't know too much about it, but it's a gorgeous copy, so thank you, Charlie. Then, one of the books I'll be showing you is that I love the Noughts and Crosses series. I accidentally bought the 3rd one without having the 2nd one. Charlie had the 2nd one, which is Knife Edge. She's just got me this. I am going to love it. I've now got the 1, 2, 3. I would need to get 4 and 5, which are the ones that are going to be on my wish list, but also ones I'm going to be looking for in charity shops. So this is the follow-up. So Seffi is a cross, and she's just had the baby with one of the Noughts. And this is about Jude, who is her ex-partner's brother, and he's in trouble. And will Seffi be forced to take sides again? Eek! But I love this series. I love buddy reading this at the start of the year with Kaz from Cats and Camera and Simone, and it's brilliant, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Again, it won't be long. Then the lovely Holly from Reading_My Mind on Instagram. She got sent this as in one of her book boxes, and she didn't like it. but she didn't like look at it because she's not into historical fiction, sort of not set in. I think it's around about the time of the Anglo-Boer War. I said to her, "Oh, you don't like this, but I love the sound of it." And she was like, "Oh, I'll just send it to you." And I was like, "I didn't expect that." And she was lovely, so she sent this to me. The search for her missing sons take Joseph Bradley from the streets of Dublin, smouldering with rebellion, to trackless fields of South Africa with the bloody brutality of the Anglo-Boer War. Eek. It looks gorgeous and it's a beautiful copy. It's just, oh my goodness, it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's not as long as it looks. Can't wait for that. Now I will briefly show you some of the books that I've got. Most of them you guys would have already heard about, but they're ones that are standing out of all of the 31 books I've bought. I'm going to cut back. Some of them were bought in supermarkets, some were bought on my shopping trip, some were bought just randomly. So the first one I've got from Baz Books. Saw this, only £1, Silas Marner by George Eliot. You guys know I love my George Eliot. I've not tried George Eliot yet, but this one I've been told is amazing, and it's a beautiful copy. So I've got Silas Marner, I've now got 3 George Eliot books, because I've got another one. I think I've also bought, I haven't shown you, but I've also bought Middlemarch. So I've got 2 George Eliot books, both for £1 each, which is good. Then on that pile of my 17 books, I got Crime and Punishment. I'm looking for more Tolstoy books. This is it's translated fiction, but it's also a classic, so it looks amazing. I don't know much about it. It's a Penguin classic. Crime and Punishment, I've heard about it all over BookTube, so again, to find that for £1, pretty good. I'm excited to try this. I need to try more translated classics, so that's my challenge for that. Then on another trip to the charity shop, I looked in the window and saw this, and it's the second one in the series. So I've got Secrets of the Tudor Court, and I got the one after that, which is The Rival of the Tudor Court. And she holds the key to a future England. When young Mary Howard arrives at the Grand Court of King Henry VIII to attend his mistress Anne Boleyn, she is overjoyed. Mary is certain that Anne will become queen, but Mary has witnessed the king's fickle nature before and knows how quickly he can turn on those he claims to love. Looks intriguing. I'm currently reading the Anne Boleyn book as I'm filming this, and this is going to be interesting as well. Another Tudor book. Then there was 2 for £7 at Morrison's. I should have waited because it turned out I could have got it at a charity shop for cheaper. But it's another Kate Morton book. It's The Clockmaker's Daughter. It's one of the only ones that I don't have. It's got multiple timelines. It's Kate Morton. You guys know I love Kate Morton. I don't know anything. My real name no one remembers. The truth about that summer no one knows. So it starts off with 19th century winter. That's set in 1862, and then we've got it goes to other timelines, I believe. It's Kate Morton. You guys know I love Kate Morton. It's one of the only books I don't have, and I think Berna talked about this in one of her videos, so definitely wanted it. And turns out I bought this for £1 because I saw it in my chat in Baz Books as well, and only for my sister Charlie to say that she's got this selection, the millennial set of books, and she's going to give them all to me. But I saw this and I've been wondering about it, and it's on one of either my bookish poster or my bookish book for books that I should be looking for. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. I know, again, Simone's talked about this one. You guys know all about it. It's been all over BookTube, but I still had to get it. This one looks a wartime book. Wartime fiction. Quality Street Girls. I love Quality Street. They're one of my favourite chocolates. Prefer them to the roses. This is wartime fiction, I believe, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. I've got it for the cover. I think it's actually a bit of a cover buy. The First Signs of Christmas, and it's they work in the Quality Street factories. Goodness, wouldn't you love to work with that chocolate? Well, that'd be dangerous, wouldn't it? Yeah, definitely love that one. Then the one I bought for £1 in the pound shop, the third in the series, Checkmate, and this is more about Callie Rose, which is basically Steffi's daughter that she had at the end of the first Noughts and Crosses book. She has a cross mother and a naught father in a society where pale-skinned noughts are treated as inferiors. And it's just like, she finds out more about her parents in this book, so this one looks exciting as well. Can't wait to read that. The next one you guys are going to love, all those that love classics, all those that love Dickens. This is Voices from Dickens, London. So it's a non-fiction book about Dickens, London. Found it for £1 in Baz Books. Looks amazing. Love it. Love the cover of it as well. And then lastly, the book that I'm going to show you is one that I got for quite cheap. I've seen this been sold for a lot of money, for more expensive, and I've seen it all over Bookstagram. So Lucky by Dawn O'Porter, and it's her best-selling author. Don't judge a woman by her cover. It's got amazing reviews. Sometimes everyone looks like they're living their best life, everyone except you. So only you know the full story. I find that quite a lot on here, I think, and all over life, is that we all put up this front that we're having the best life, and so many of us it's actually covering a lot of other stuff. But this book looks gorgeous. It's a gorgeous cover. Got it from Thames Valley Hospice. Love it. Can't wait to read it. Anyway, guys, this is a very long video, a lot longer than I planned it to be, so I'm really sorry about that. We'll try and make my videos a bit shorter, and my cats decided to come along and say hello. But guys, what have been your favourites of the month? And let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know, do you want me to do pictures on Instagram of the books I bought this month, or do you want me to do a separate haul video? Let me know in below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.